a leader, this is a very common occurrence that happens from time to time when we just do not feel confident as leaders. And in this video, I want to share with you the number one reason why many leaders do not feel confident. Now, I want to preface this by saying that confidence is really important. And on this channel, I focus specifically on advanced communication skills and strategies that will help you to be able to communicate more confidently and concisely under pressure. Now, if you happen to be in my direct target audience as a woman in leadership, you will gain a lot of information from this channel. If you're at the point where you are tired of being interrupted or tired of being overlooked, you're welcome to get in contact with me for either an executive strategy session or for a high stakes communication assessment to help you on your journey. If you happen to be a man in leadership or a person that is thinking about leadership and you're just not sure if you want to do it just yet, you will gain a tremendous amount of insight from this channel. So you're welcome to take a look at a couple of videos on my channel. Some places to get you started if you're trying to communicate in more of those very high stakes, high pressured, highly visible roles are Think on Your Feet, Managing Your Emotions Under Pressure, Eye Contact, Body Language, and etc. So take some time, look at my live videos, and if you like the content, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Now, I want to tell you that being confident comes down to a couple of things. One of the first reasons why, I guess I would say the number one reason. Now, there's a lot of reasons why people may not feel confident. There's a lot, but I'm going to share with you at least the number one reason. The number one reason why most people, leaders specifically, do not feel confident is because we tend to focus on the challenges or the incorrect things that we have done instead of focusing on our accomplishments and the positive things that we have done. As I mentioned, there's a lot that goes into confidence, but this is really the number one reason I have seen leaders struggle. I've been in a C-suite role for many years. I've been a senior executive for many years, and I have seen this happen a lot. So let's ask the question, why do people struggle with this so much? Why is it? One of the reasons why is as individuals, as people, depending on the type of person you are, a lot of people tend to think negatively. They think of the bad thing first. They don't think of the good thing first. They think of the bad thing first. And you don't want to necessarily do that. If you are trying to boost your confidence, being able to speak and communicate at a higher level will help you, but start thinking about what you need to do to reflect and improve how you are feeling about yourself. I want to say hello to those of you who have joined today. If you have ever struggled with dealing with confidence, this is a great video for you. I just shared the number one reason why people and leaders remain unconfident or not confident rather, but I want to say hello to everyone that has joined in the chat. Spencer the Jelly Bean, hello, how you doing today? Frank Younger, hello. Frank says, I am from Brazil. Well, welcome, glad that you are here. If you haven't felt confident or you're struggling with your confidence, let me know in the comments below. I have about 6 minutes before I start a client session. And I mentioned to you all earlier, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go live because I have a client session in a few. But, you know, I care about you all so much and you all are just a huge part of my life. And I said, I'm going to try to go live even if it's for 9 to 10 minutes a day. Now, I mentioned for those of you who have just joined, the main reason why leaders tend to struggle with their confidence is because we tend to focus on the negative. We focus on the areas where we have done things incorrectly or the mistakes that we have made. They tend to, unfortunately, be at the very forefront of our mind. Like we think about those all the time. But what can help you as a leader is to think about the positive things you have done. Think about the accomplishments you have created or completed that will help to boost your confidence. Now, I'm going to give you an example of something for you to do that will help you to start immediately boosting your confidence. Now, if you like this information so far, feel free to give me a thumbs up. It does allow more people to watch this type of content, and I'm here to support you anyway on your journey, and I want to make sure that you're able to communicate more confidently and concisely under pressure. In order for you to do that, I need you to be confident here, and this is the reason why I want to talk about this briefly. Take a moment. This is an executive coaching exercise that I do with my audience. Take a moment, get a piece of paper, a pen, or pencil, whatever you choose to use, and write down the top 3 accomplishments that you've had in your career as a leader. You can write the top 3 best moments that you've had in your career as a leader. Why do I say the top 3? Let me give you some insight there. We have Wildcard Leah. Hello, welcome, welcome. The why I said the top 3, because it's enough for you to be able to remember pretty quickly. And it could be a time when you received a salary increase, a time when you negotiate your salary. Maybe you were able to generate millions of dollars in revenue in a business or in your own business. There's so many wonderful reasons why you have done something amazing. And instead of thinking about the negative or the aspects of your career where you have fallen short or where you have made mistakes, let's think about those top 3 leaders, those top 3 accomplishments that you have completed in your career. When you have those moments, because we all have those moments where we do not feel confident. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever had those moments when you do not feel confident. It happens. But we all have those moments when maybe our confidence is not as high as we would like for it to be. Think about the amazing things that you have done. And I want you to take it one step further. Outside of thinking of the top 3 accomplishments, big wins, major milestones you've accomplished in your career, I want you to think about the challenges that you have overcome to reach those goals. You will be surprised how leaders sometimes, we get into new roles and we think, oh my gosh, we don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how to do this. But if you take a moment and think about another challenging time or situation you've had, you'll put yourself in a position where you are able to say, you know what? I had this type of project. It was very hard, but I was able to make it and I did very well. This is a great way for you to start. Now, as I mentioned, if you're a woman in leadership, feel free to contact me for a high-stakes communication assessment. It will help you to be able to communicate at a higher level than your peers and navigate those very complex situations that happen, whether you are being interrupted when you're speaking, or someone's over talking you, or maybe you need to advocate for yourself, or you want to present yourself as that executive in your businesses, in the organizations you work for, then you absolutely want to reach out to me for that. Feel free to watch any of my videos. I do go live relatively consistently. I'll be live tomorrow morning and spend a little bit more time with you all in the evening because it's Friday, of course. So I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.